Brian and Brian.
Hey, Matt and Matt.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Join our Patreon. Get yourself some of these glasses. Be in our Discord chat so you can know that what we're tasting next, and you can have an input on what we taste too. And leave a comment down below if there's something you want to hear in particular, see us drink in particular. Any knowledge about whiskey you'd like to know, leave a comment down below. We'll make a video about it. Why not?
We can.
That thing's gonna blow right into the shot. We didn't think about wind. So today we are tasting Blanton's bourbon. Well, I know we taste a lot of bourbon here. We really like bourbon. Every month you can count on the fact that we will try at least one Scotch or Irish whiskey or some other whiskey that's not bourbon at some point throughout the month. But today, again, we're doing Blanton's, which Blanton's was the first to be a single barrel. Maybe the first whiskey, I'm not sure. Like the first official single barrel. It was Elmer T. Lee, I believe, used Colonel Blanton's old method, like something he did back in the day, like when they first joined a distillery or something. They do something premium for like special guests and just do one single barrel, because lots of whiskeys, they blend a bunch of barrels. These are all just one single barrel. It was just one Warehouse H.
Yes, I must say Warehouse H is the one barrel this is done in.
Yeah, this is by the Sazerac Company, which owns Buffalo Trace, which is the Buffalo Trace distillery that produces Blanton's. And it was that warehouse, they built it because I think it was after Prohibition was over, and they all of a sudden...
Prohibition had just ended and they built that building H.
Because they wanted to get something up quick, so they built it out of metal.
Exactly.
And that metal allowed the elements to affect the temperatures inside the warehouse much quicker than it usually would, I guess, and it made the whiskey change faster because of the more natural rise and fall of temperatures. And I guess that was why they decided to make a single barrel of it. The other cool thing about Blanton's is you get these...
The ponies.
You can collect, it's a collector's item. The top is a collector's item. Here, let's open up these bad boys and
okay.
Start getting ready to pour them. Comes with this netting on it, maybe to keep the label from falling off. I don't know what the story is behind the netting. It's gone.
Gone.
Same with the wax ring. So yeah, you can collect, it has a letter on there.
Right here on the
and you can collect every letter so that it says Blanton's, and then the horses will be in racing motion just like Kentucky. It's a tribute to the Kentucky Derby.
Exactly. The first one, the B is at the horse at the starting line, and then the S is at the finish line. Thank you for reenacting the horse running.
So not only are we tasting Blanton's, which, look at this bottle. It kind of reminds me of, you remember Mickey's Grenades?
Yes.
It reminds me of Mickey's Grenades in bourbon form.
The pineapple grenade from Vietnam. It is the pineapple grenade from Vietnam.
Oh man. So Matt's gonna pour for me, and then I'm gonna pour for Matt, and we're not gonna look, and we're gonna try and see if we can decipher. Now the other thing about this particular is they're all single barrels, so they're each gonna have their own slightly different characteristics. For example, this is a barrel that was sitting on Rick number 5, all from Warehouse H, of course.
Yep.
And this is barrel number 362. This one was on
number
Rick
78.
And this was on Rick number 1. So a different section of Warehouse H. So, and it's amazing how just putting the barrel in like one section over in the warehouse, or one story down, or even just like literally one rack up, can change the flavor. So, but the other thing we're doing is this was opened. Matt actually brought me this for my birthday last year, and it's been open since then. And the only reason I haven't finished it yet, because I was like, oh, I don't want it to be gone. Otherwise it would be gone. If there was no like, this stuff's gonna disappear on me. So now Matt brought a new bottle, and we're gonna see if we can differentiate which one is the one that has been opened and which one is the one that we just opened, because once you let the oxygen get into the whiskey, it starts to change the flavor of it, and we're gonna see if we can pull those out. So you wanna pour first?
I'll pour first.
All right. I'll look over here like I'm not doing anything special at all.
So I'm gonna pour...
Looking off into the distance, enjoying the beautiful oaks. Beautiful oak trees that provide all of the flavor that our whiskeys get.
I'm gonna pour this one for Brian.
Now you gotta keep track of which one you're pouring in which one, because you're gonna have to remember.
I'm keeping track.
Okay, you keep track.
I'm keeping track. Oh, I actually did an even pour too.
I'm not looking at all.
George.
Yeah, yeah. I want to do this right. You tell me when you're done.
I'm done.
Excuse me. All right, now you avert your eyes, sir. I'm not going to take nearly as long as you did to do all that.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you just.
Are you trying to look back over here?
No, I'm actually looking at this. The job that you did on the trees, in cutting the branches.
I think I did a pretty good job on those trees.
I see some spots you really could have missed.
All right, so.
Can I look now?
Yeah, and I know which one I put where.
Okay.
I hope you can keep remember.
I remember which one I put where.
I hope don't switch them, because I know which one is which. All right?
All right.
You sure you got which one's which for me?
All right, are you grabbing the left side first? I'm gonna grab the left side first.
Okay. Oh, I haven't had this in such a long time, but I didn't want it to go away. Oh, dude.
Wait, are you double fisting?
I'm just trying to see if just off the nose I can tell which one was open first or not. They both have that heavy vanilla.
No, I think I know right off the nose. Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, my instinct is telling me that. Ooh, oh man,
I think I know already.
Okay, this one is a lot sweeter. You get a lot more caramely. This one on the left here is more. I want to say dense with alcohol. I want to say that the alcohol hasn't burned off as much in this one right here, and that this is the new pour, and this is the old one. The flavors are opened in this. I can get the caramel. I can get the. Let me do this. That's my initial off the nose. I'm saying that this is the new bottle,
Okay.
and this is the one that's been open for a while.
Okay.
That's what my brain is telling me.
Then I'm saying that this one, my right hand, is the old bottle, and this one is the new bottle. This one here, I'm not getting much smells at all, period.
Okay.
Over here, I'm actually able to get a lot more off the nose.
So I'm using that same logic to say the other way around.
Yeah. You can do your final answer after you've tasted each one.
Yeah, thanks. So it's good. It's got that creme brulee palette.
Oh, man.
I love the creme brulee on that. And this one has that super deep
It's almost
sweet fruit, almost like toffee.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a toffee. It's the creme brulee, like a sweet pastry. Okay, I'm getting different.
Gosh, love it. See, now on the palate, this one is the new. Now that I've tasted it, my final answer is going to be that this is the new bottle, and this is the old. The notes were denser on this. I was just able to pick out the notes better from it. They were just denser. It was darker and deeper, and this one was lighter. But now that I've tasted them, this one almost seems like it's more watered down than this one. Which again, we've got the differences of the barrels. It's not the same whiskyness. It's from two different barrels. So.
You know, another misclaimer that a lot of people think is they think that when they get a letter N or a letter T, that they're getting a certain barrel, and that's not the actual case. That's why a lot of people think it's hard for them to actually collect these horses, because they find that certain ones are harder to find, and they just think that if they got all the B's or whatever, it's from a certain barrel, and that's why they like that texture and
but
that
that's
taste.
not accurate?
That's not
accurate. It's just random?
It's just random.
You can see what the barrel is or what the Rick number is right on the,
Exactly.
on the bottle.
But they think
this is 93 proof, by the way. And the mash bill, there's no mash bill disclosed that I could find anywhere, so we don't know. We know it's at least 51% corn. Because it's from Buffalo Trace, we could probably look at a couple different Buffalo Trace mash bills. I don't even know if those are available.
I don't think we talked about the price of this bottle here.
I know manufacturer recommended price, the MSRP is $55. I bet you paid more than that.
So when I got it as one of the warehouse's barrel selects, it was $80. And then today this one was $115.
Whew, dang. But you just saw it for sale down by you for $60.
For $60 at Bevmo, which thank you whoever at Bevmo bought it, and I came back the next day and he's like, yeah, I bought it. Thanks. $160. Thank you.
Wait, you said
$116.
Okay.
$116.
Yeah. So this is one of those ones where there's some in California I find that we get taxed a little heavier on, compared to what the manufacturer price is, or the recommended price, versus what we end up paying for it here in California. I feel like some things get taxed, but not the Evan Williams that we did last week.
No.
Okay, so
All right.
okay, so my
Ready?
final answer is that the one on the right is the new, and the one on the left is the one that's been open for a while.
Okay. My final answer is the same, actually. The one on the right, it's new. The one on the left is the first one.
So we'll have to go back in the video so I can double check, but I'm 99.9% certain you're wrong.
Really?
What about me?
You're right.
It's because I'm wearing the suit.
But I'm whiskey blooded. So whiskey's in my blood.
So yeah, you were right. But the funny thing is, off the nose, you were correct.
I know,
So I was incorrect off the nose, but then once I tasted it, I went right. And then you were correct off the nose. Once you tasted it, you went wrong.
Exactly. But
Interesting.
for some reason, like, I'm getting more.
I'll tell you, I like the one that hasn't been open for a while. Better.
Now that you're telling me that, yeah, off the nose, like.
So this is the old one. That's the new one.
Yeah. So yeah, off the nose, I can smell it over here. It's interesting how we're getting both our taste buds are tasting it differently.
Well, they haven't been open too long. But this is creamier. This has like that little bit of cream backbeat to it where it's like coating my tongue better. And this one has more of that ethanol that I would have expected from a bottle that is freshly opened that hasn't had a chance to burn off some of that alcohol after getting mixed with the oxygen and evaporate a little bit. It's just.
You know, now that my mind knows which one it is, I am tasting a richer on my left. And this one I'm just tasting more just alcohol.
Yeah, which is the opposite of what I would expect. I would expect the one that's been open to have less of that alcohol, you know, that on the palate and forefront that have that stuff burn off a little bit more, which maybe for different whiskeys is different. But for this one, clearly the new bottle is where it's at. So I will never. That's not even that long. This is like a 5-month-old bottle.
You know what makes me wonder is.
They say roughly you don't want them to be, you know, you want to drink within about a year or so, is what I've heard for whiskeys once you open them. This has not even been half a year.
No, that's not even half a year.
I can tell you right now, but do not let this sit. Drink that stuff while it's best. While it's good.
While it's best?
Yeah, while it's best.
While it's best.
Because this is, I don't like this nearly as much as I like this. And
this
again,
expires.
Apparently so.
what we're learning.
But
here
again,
today.
the disclaimer again that we mentioned at the beginning is that they come from different barrels. And so there's going to be a little bit of difference between each barrel because they're not blending all the barrels together to get a consistent
there we go.
flavor across all the bottles. It's just from one barrel, and it could be that. That could be part of it. Anyway, barrel, if you can find a bottle from barrel number, based off of this tasting today, you can find a bottle from barrel number 362, Rick number 5, and open it right away, it's going to be better than if you find a barrel number 93 from Rick number 1.
From our personal opinion, we're experts at tasting whiskey.
Yes.
That's why we're the Whisky Wimps.
And everything is better with whiskey.